What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we have another 2022 NFL mock draft. This one though is with trades. It's the first time I'm doing it with trades. This could be interesting. There's definitely going to be stuff you disagree on. Actually, within probably the first minute there's going to be stuff you disagree on. That being said, if you do like the video, then feel free to like the video. You can subscribe, that would be great and help me out a lot. So let's get straight into the video. So at number 1 overall, we have the Jaguars. Psych! You're probably already mad. We're having a trade. Trade alert. Alright, so the Jaguars are going to be trading back here. There are a few spots, potentially, that they could trade to. However, I think there's one team in particular that has a lot of picks in the first round. And that team is the Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to receive a number 1 overall pick in the 2023 fifth rounder. And the Jaguars will receive the number 15 overall pick this year, the number 19 overall pick this year, number 51 in the second round, and a 6th round pick in 2023 next year. Eagles might need to add a little bit more, and it's pretty unrealistic to trade from number 1 as the Jaguars. But the truth is, they need a lot of talent to surround T-Law, Trevor Lawrence up there at quarterback. So, I think it's a good move for them. They need to make the right picks. So our new number 1 overall pick is the Philadelphia Eagles at number 1, and they aren't going to take Thibodeau. They're going to take AIDAN Hutchinson, edge out of Michigan. I usually go Thibodeau number 1. If you guys have seen my channel before, you probably know that. But at this spot, it's not the Jaguars, it's the Eagles. They might want to change up number 1 overall pick possibly. So I have AIDAN Hutchinson going at number 1. The Lions then follow through and take Kayvon Thibodeau. 1 and 2 aren't exactly set. For me, these guys switch a lot. Kayvon Thibodeau could be 1. However, what I mean by that is these might not just be the top 2 picks. Evan Neal, Ekwonu could easily slide into number 1 possibly, or 2. I've seen a few people go number 1 overall Evan Neal, which I was going to do, but in this video, just to be a little bit different, but because of the trade back, we're not doing that. Texans at 3, I have taking Evan Neal, tackle out of Alabama. I think he's probably the best tackle in the class. I always switch up back and forth between Ikem Ekwonu and Evan Neal. Here I have Evan Neal. I think he has better hand placement, and that is really my only reason for taking him at this spot, but I do like the pick. Then we have number 4. We have the New York Jets. New York Football Jets. Haven't taken Derek Stingley Jr., cornerback at LSU. Now, I said before, I don't even know if this guy's CB1 anymore. It could be Andrew Booth. It could be Sauce Gardner, who's ranked pretty low on a lot of people's boards, but honestly, I think it could be CB1. He's ranked at 35 on the Draft Network website. I totally disagree. I think he'll almost guaranteed go before that guaranteed, but you never know. So the Jets did not take Ikem Ekwonu here, so Giants are going to take their tackle of the future here. Andrew Thomas on the left has had a great year, so Ekwonu is either going to fill in at guard or right tackle. I think he can play either, no problem. I think he's been really good this year for NC State. I like the pick. Number 6 overall, we have the Panthers. Probably pretty frustrated the top 2 tackles are off the board. Charles Cross is available. I like that pick as well. However, I think they need quarterback pretty bad, and I don't think they can really rely on free agency to get them one. Obviously, free agency comes before. They'll know if they need a quarterback or not after free agency. But right now, I haven't taken Kenny Pickett, quarterback out of Pitt. I like the pick. I think he's the best quarterback day 1. Just said 100 times. I like the pick. I have Karlaftis going at 7. Sorry, I didn't mean to even click the forward button. But that's what we got. I like Karlaftis a lot. Out of Purdue. He's pretty athletic. I like him off the edge. He's a big boy. He can sort of sneak through as well. I like him. Now we have the next edge, David Ojabo, off the board. Already 4 edges. which is pretty interesting. So that, I guess, is something. I like him a lot. He's really, really athletic. He's pretty raw, new to the position, but I do like him a lot, and I think he's going to be one of the better edges in this class. Maybe even you could take him top 5. So I like it. At number 9, I have Malik Willis going to the Broncos. I think they need a quarterback. If you don't want him to start right away and learn how to make reads, then you can have him sit behind Teddy Bridgewater or Drew Lock for a year. So he does, maybe coming off the bench if a game is locked in or maybe locked out. In close games, you could keep whoever you want to keep in. He could play the Trey Lance role of this year, where it doesn't really come in too often. Maybe he could come in certain packages, but I do like Malik Willis. Has a great arm. Just needs to work on making the reads. Now at 10, the Jets are going to trade back. I think they could easily go with a tackle here, which definitely could be the pick. Charles Cross is still available. However, they're going to be trading back 8 spots to the Chargers. Now the Chargers are going to receive the 10th overall pick and a 7th round pick next year. And the Jets will receive, obviously, number 18, number 114 overall, and a 3rd round pick. So this is next year. So it's going to be number 1, 1st round pick this year, 4th round pick this year, and a 3rd round pick next year to move up 8 spots for the Chargers. This puts them in great position to take their corner of the future. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with this. They need edge, they need IDL to stop the run. They were already in a good position to draft that. However, when you look at their corners, who do they have? Chris Harris is getting older, right? I'd say their only truly talented corner right now is Asante Samuel, and even he could be better. Or Asante Samuel Jr. So I like this pick. I think Andrew Booth could be your corner of the future. I think a good kind of little storyline, have Andrew Booth go 2 picks earlier to the Falcons, have him have the Clemson link up with AJ Terrell, just have a nice corner duo for the next really 5 or so years. That would be really good for him, but slips to the Chargers, and I think they'll gladly take him. Moving on to number 11, I have Washington football team. I think this has to be either safety or quarterback. I took safety last time. Kyle Hamilton is still on the board. I've been, looking at some quarterbacks. I still really, really like Carson Strong, though, so I'm going to take him. He's so immobile. He's just a statue in the pocket. But, he stands there till the very last second. It's pretty hard to tackle, and he has a cannon to cancel out the way he can't really move. Cancel out his immobility. That's what I'm looking for. So yeah, I like this pick. Out of Nevada, I think he's really good. Sorry, I'm just repositioning the headset. We got the Vikings up next. Now, because Kyle Hamilton falls past 11, they're going to snag him up here. Safety out of Notre Dame. He's going to be probably one of the better safeties in the league as soon as he joins, and he could be the future replacement for Harrison Smith. But even right away, that can make a pretty nice duo, Harrison Smith and Kyle Hamilton in behind. I mean, that's pretty good. Browns. I always go receiver here. It doesn't change. I'm doing Jameson Williams. Receiver out of Alabama. Played in the finals yesterday, national championship. Unfortunately got hurt, but what you can tell is he got hurt on the play where he sort of pulled off a signature Jameson Williams play, just got space in behind, caught it, unfortunately landed on his knee pretty badly, so I hope he didn't tear an ACL. That would be pretty bad for his career. But I haven't gone at 13. Maybe a sympathy pick. I don't care. He's good. Maybe could have fallen, but I like it. At 14, I have Ahmad Sauce Gardner, cornerback of Cincinnati. Might be a little early, but as I was talking about early, he might even be my CB1 now. I like him a lot out of Cincinnati. I think he's really good, and the Ravens clearly need a lot of depth. And this would be maybe even potentially their 3rd string corner if Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey are there and healthy. but he's great. I mean, one of the better third corners in the league as soon as he comes in, if he's playing as a third stringer. So yeah, I like it a lot. I have the Jags taking Charles Cross, tackle out of Mississippi State. This is part 1 out of 2 first rounds that you'll see in this trade back that I have initiated. Again, I think they need more than one pick, and at number 1 overall, it'd most likely be on defense anyway, to really help rebuild that team. They get 3 additional picks out of it, one next year, and it's late in the 6th. But I like the pick a lot. Of Charles Cross. I think he's just a physical tackle. He can just go out and work. That's what he's going to do. He's going to find blocks, find work. He's great. He'll be a beast in the league. Now we have the Eagles at 16. This is their only other pick now because of the trade. You can see the Jags there at 19. I have them taking Roger McCreary, cornerback of the Auburn. I think they do need corner. I think Roger McCreary has probably played the best out of any corner in the SEC this year. But that being said, I still don't think he's quite cornerback 1. While he's very good, I think he's still CB4 on my chart, on my big board. But that will be that. Then we have a trade. So the Saints could easily go receiver here. I've given receiver a bunch of times. However, they're going to be trading back with the Bengals. Now, what you're going to notice here is that the Steelers are right there in this bottom corner. And the Steelers, almost guaranteed, maybe even Jets too, will take offensive line. So the Bengals are going to look to jump both of those teams and trade in with the Saints. So they're going to receive the 17th overall pick. And they are going to give to the Saints number 25 overall, number 89 overall, and a third-round pick next year. So a first and 2 thirds, one this year, one next year. I like this trade a lot. I think it benefits both teams. Yeah, I like this pick. So we're going to go with that. And now the Bengals are here. So at 17, they are not going to waste time picking Kenyon Green. Guard, center, tackle, whatever you want him to be, is what I said in the last video. Out of Texas A&M. I like him a lot. You can play anywhere on the O-line. It's big to steal him from the Steelers, and steal him from the Steelers. Oh, yeah. And from the Jets as well. So I like the pick. And we will move on to the Jets. Number 18, I have the Jets taking DeMarvin Leal. I think they like the trade back to be able to get him. This could also be Jordan Davis as well. Sorry for adjusting the mic again. Yeah, I like DeMarvin Leal. They have edge threats. Carl Lawson has been injured all this year, but he'll come back next year and he'll be amazing. Then there's John Franklin Myers on the left, Carl Lawson on the right, as I just said, Quinnen Williams down the middle, DeMarvin Leal next to him. It would be a great 4-3 system. Potentially this could be another trade back spot if you don't like it, but I do like this pick. I think this could be Jordan Davis as well, as I said, where they could switch from a 3-4 to a 4-3 when Jordan Davis does come in the game, because he only gives you a few snaps. And by a few, I mean like 20 a game. But that is because of Georgia's system more than actually his stamina. But anyway, move on to the Jaguars. This is their second pick. As I was talking about, they need to build around Trevor Lawrence. How do you do that? One offensive lineman for the first pick. Who is he going to throw the ball to? Chris Olave, receiver out of Ohio State. I would have agreed with this pick even more if Urban Meyer was still there, former Ohio State guy. It would have made a ton of sense. But if Olave falls to this spot, he's a deep threat. He has great route running, really good hands. I mean, he's very smart. Knows every route. I mean, he's very, very smart. Great player. I like him. So I think if he falls to this spot, I think the Jaguars can start to really think about something. I think they can start building up their team a little bit more. Maybe make a few signings in free agency. You're starting to look back on track. Potentially offensive linemen in there. Do whatever you gotta do. Now, the Steelers, this could be Tyler Linderbaum. However, I'm going Matt Corral, quarterback Ole Miss. I think this could be potentially an offensive lineman like Tyler Linderbaum. I would like that pick. Trevor Penning, maybe even. Bernard Raymond, I think, is also available. But I think when you're losing Big Ben, if you get, obviously, like Aaron Rodgers, I mean, you're not even thinking about Matt Corral. But that being said, Matt Corral is very, very good. And this is assuming they don't take a quarterback out of free agency or trading beforehand. So I like Corral. I mean, if he slips all the way to 20, I think you can take him and feel pretty good as a Steelers fan or Steelers management. Now we have my Patriots at 21. I was taking Garrett Wilson, receiver out of Ohio State. We need receiver, we need corner. However, usually at this spot there weren't too many stud receivers available. My top 3 really came off the board. In Garrett Wilson, Olave, and Jameson Williams. So I've never really taken one, but Garrett Wilson kind of slips down here, so I'll take him for sure. I do like it a lot. I like the pick. Why not? Next we have Miami, and I have them taking Tyler Linderbaum, center out of Iowa. They're not going to let him fall any further. Raiders will probably snag him up next pick, so there's no point in trading back if you want your guy. I doubt he falls this far in real life, but I let it happen here. And I like the pick. I think they'll take him. Number 23, we got the Raiders. I have them taking Jordan Davis, IDL of Georgia. If the Jets didn't take DeMarvin Leal earlier, this could have been him. But that's not what happened, and they're taking Jordan Davis here. And I like the pick a lot. So, we are moving on to the Cardinals. And I have them taking Kaiir Elam, corner out of Florida. I think he's been really, really good this year. I love the pick. I think he's really, 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 really good. I said really way too many times there. Yeah, I really like him. If you hear a lot of background noise, I'm like moving my head around like a lot right now. Hold up, I'm gonna take a cut here. Alright, so yep, that's who I have them taking. We got Saints at 25. I like this pick as well. I'm taking Treylon Burks, receiver out of Arkansas. Trade back from a position where they could potentially get maybe a better receiver, but I like Treylon Burks. He's kind of built different. He's like a running back at receiver. Get designed handoffs, I say every time. I think you can just utilize him in different ways, and the Saints don't really have a guy like that. Oh, wait. Taysom Hill. But yeah, I mean, this guy would be really, really good. And as an actual like deep threat that's not a quarterback, I think he'll help. At 26, the Bills are on the board. Somehow I've let this guy fall here 2 times in a row, potentially. Unless that video isn't out yet, then that would be kind of weird. But yeah, Travon Walker, edge out of Georgia. I like the pick. I think it's just simply if he falls this far, you kind of have to take him here, especially with your, if you can stop the run, it'd be a lot better. And then you could reverse the script and start running the football a lot better on offense as well and take a running back potentially in the 2nd round. So yeah, I like this pick a lot. Got the Lions at 27. I've taken Devin Lloyd. I've seen comments on a past video say the Lions need a linebacker. Devin Lloyd can be that guy, I think. I like the pick a lot. So that's who I am going with. He is my LB1 now. I've really started to like him. So we're going to take him. Dallas, I have Trent McDuffie, cornerback of the Washington. I have Trent McDuffie going here just simply because I've given him safety a lot, and I think that Trent McDuffie can play safety, and he's just a faster slot corner anyway than Jaquan Brisker if you want to draft him. Could be a potential trade-up, maybe even to try to get Kyle Hamilton, just put everything on the line to get a stud safety, but I think Trent McDuffie can do a job. So that's what I have him taking. Ooh, I'm getting tired. At 29 overall, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. This is a new pick. I've never done this before, but we have him taking Nakobe Dean, a linebacker out of Georgia. I think this is a good pick. They put Swanson in the box, in my opinion, way, way, way too much. So Nakobe Dean just takes him out of the game. Love it. Nakobe Dean is kind of a heat-seeking missile a lot. He just sort of goes to the ball. Wherever it is, he just finds his way there and ends up tackling people. So, next we got the Bucks. I think they're going to take Jahan Dotson. Antonio Brown quite literally walked out of a game. And Chris Godwin's injured. And Chris Godwin might not even be re-signed. So, Brady has a problem over there, needs another receiver. Jahan Dotson can be that guy. Number 31, I have the Titans taking Drake London, receiver out of USC. I think this is a receiver spot because the top two linebackers are off the board again. And Drake London can just be another big body receiver. They have Julio Jones, A.J. Brown. They can make a Drake London. Julio Jones has not been as good as anybody wanted him to be or predicted he would be this year. So Drake London could be another big body receiver, come over there and help. Was he like 6'5", something like that? He moves ridiculously well as well. He moves like he's 6'1" when he's 6'5", which is good. Yeah, I like him a lot. Sometimes big body receivers like him don't pan out. For example, Patriots N'Keal Harry, but sometimes they definitely do. And A.J. Brown in the same draft class is an example of that. Titans can take a shot on him, and they will. And I have Jermaine Johnson sneaking in the first round at 32 to go to the Packers. I've liked him more and more. I think potentially he can go way earlier. But if he falls and the Packers have the ability to take him at 32, I think they do that. I think they'll take him. And I like the pick. So, there we go. There we go, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. That would be great. So, till next time, see you later.